Good evening, everyone. Okay, what I would like everyone to do is very slowly and orderly come up into the seating area here. Best if teams sit together. So when you get your award, you'll be called up to the stage here. So if you're all over the stage or all over the seating area, it's going to be hard. So if the teams would try to sit together, that will make it a lot easier when your name or your team is called for an award. Shortly here we'll be beginning the program, and have a good evening.
championship competition ever. 70 teams, 18 countries represented.
No matter where they're from, there's a lot of commonality here. People have the same motivations, the same drivers. Someone that I walked up to me and said that this is one of the best things they've ever done in their lives. It's the hardest fun you'll ever have. Even though you call it a competition, we want every kid to leave with their head up high, even if with or without a trophy, because what they've gained from the experience is within.
All right, can you hear me? Excellent, excellent. Thank you to the live stream crew for that inspiring, motivating, wonderful video. That was amazing, and I know you have several others that we'll be sharing along the way, so I appreciate that. All right, good evening, everyone. I know we're all tired. I know it's been a long day. We can do better than that, right? Good evening, everyone. Thank you. That's better. You know, I always arrive at this point, at this awards ceremony, amazed and inspired and impressed and humbled and also a little tired. How many of you can relate to being tired? Yes. And every year I struggle to find the right words to convey to all of you how what I have seen over the last 3 to 4 days, over this last year, this competition season, what it has meant to me and the organization, and how it has impacted us in so many ways. I really do struggle to find those words, but here it goes. I might not get it right. I might not ever get it right, but we're going to give it a try. So walking around over these last few days, I have witnessed the development and application of your technical skills, how you've faced hardship with determination and resolve, and you know we have an award for that, right? Guts and glory. How you've troubleshooted, you've come up with creative solutions. You creatively engineered your ROV. You have shared parts and pieces with other teams to make sure they're successful. How you put together your presentation, your poster board, your technical documentation, and how you've come together as a team and really as this global community of learners solving real-world problems, real-world challenges. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I see it every year, and I probably say it every year, but I absolutely treasure that. But what I love even more are the stories that you share, how you've stopped me in the hallway as I'm about to go up in the elevator, and you've shared with me how your team had the opportunity to give a presentation to, probably not going to get this absolutely correct, but your team had an opportunity to deliver a presentation to a local, board, economic development board, the leaders in the community, and how after that presentation, they offered your marketing director, the marketing director on your team, they offered her a job right on the spot. I mean, she's in high school, right? They offered her a job. I mean, amazing. how you came up to me and David Golden at last night's social, and you shared stories about your team and noting that where your school is located, it's, socioeconomically depressed area, and what this program has meant to your school and the students, and how the girls on your team have become so inspired, and one of those former team members who has since gone on and enrolled in a technical program, an engineering program at a local college, how this young woman, African-American woman, noticed that there weren't a lot of other women who looked like her at these events, or in her program for that matter, and she was inspired to start Black Girl Physics, networking, and website, so she could give back and make a difference and help support other girls who look like her, so they would have the same support network. And how walking through the tents, and we who I've known many of you for many years, and you've shared stories about how your students, how they've graduated and gone on and applied for, you're at a community college and they've applied for and gone on to programs at four-year universities, or gone on to become orthopedic surgeons, and whatever they've done on their resumes and in their college applications, they've mentioned the MATE ROV competition and how that meant something, that brand meant something. And it helped them to get entry, it helped them to get that job. Those stories are fantastic. That's why we all do what we do. And those are the stories that inspire us. And I feel like we need to do a better job of capturing those stories, right? I hear them, and I wish I had a tape recorder, because my memory is not so good anymore as I'm getting older. But we need to do a better job of capturing those stories and documenting them and sharing them. And those stories are going to be ever more important as we make this transition, as we move on, and we move on under MATE to MATE Inspiration for Innovation. That brings me back to the letter that was in your packet, and I know I mentioned it at opening ceremonies, and I know many of you didn't have the opportunity to read it. I totally get that. It was a busy, crazy 3 days, but I encourage you, if you didn't take the opportunity, to please take a look and read that. If you did, thank you very much. Read it again. And now I'm hoping to cue one of my slides. This isn't meant to be a long slideshow, I promise. So you can do hard things, and I know a number of you have seen me show this slide before. It is, so my daughter, my 11-year-old, 11 and a half, excuse me, because a half year means a big deal to an 11 and a half year old. The love of my life, the reason that I strive to make the world a better place. My daughter, you would think her mom does underwater robotics, her dad does atmospheric research, flies an airplane. You might think that she would be inspired to go into a technical field, but nope, not yet anyway. She is an aspiring actress and dancer and singer, right? Kind of the opposite, maybe. But she participates in a program at a local children's theater. It's a fantastic program, aerial theatrical, Google it. That program is just as much about developing the person as it is helping the person develop the skills for the profession. And I kind of liken that to what we do here at the MATE ROV competition. But in that theater, there are a number of really inspiring quotes posted up and around the theater, meant to give the young actors and actresses some inspiration, and they talk about quotes. That's how they start out their day. And this is one of them, and it's my favorite. You can do hard things. And the instructors there remind the students that if they get a little flustered because they can't remember a line, or they weren't in the right position, and I love that. And I also remind my daughter of that when she's outside of the theater, and you can likely imagine that goes over really well with an 11 and a half year old, her mom telling her, remember, you can do hard things. We get the eye rolls and all those things. But it's good for all of us, because you can do hard things, and you did. You did. I saw that over this past week. I saw that over this past year. You all accomplished so much. You worked hard, your parents worked hard, your mentors worked hard. You can do hard things, you did hard things to get here. And I feel like we, as the MATE2 organization, MATE Inspiration for Innovation, we can do hard things too. And we are committed to doing hard things. You know, one of the other things that I heard while I was here from a young woman, I think she's not with us here tonight because she's not feeling so well, but a young woman, former competitor, and she said, she shared this quote with me, and I love it. Have the confidence your position calls for. And I have the confidence that with all of your support, in so many ways, all of what you do, that we as an organization, as MATE2, we're going to continue this competition beyond 2019, beyond 2020, and well into the future. It's going to take all of us, and it's going to be a lot of hard work, but we should cross out the U on that slide and put we can do hard things. And I want to share another slide with you, if we can have that, please. The next photo. Oh, yes. This is my favorite, all-time favorite photo, I'm sorry, from this competition. And those of you who know me are thinking, oh my gosh, she's sharing that photo again. We're gonna see it again. She talks about it all the time. It is from last year. Last year's international competition is my all-time favorite photo, and I will say what I always say when I show this photo. Look at those smiling faces. Look at the colorful shirts. Look at the colorful ROVs. But look at that diversity. Look at that complete diversity of people. You know, that is the global workplace, the global community, the global workforce that you, my friends, all of you young folks and potentially a little bit older folks, that's the workforce, that's the workplace that you are entering, right? And if you look around you and you look at all the other students and team members that you interacted with over the last few days, you know, those are your peers, those are your colleagues. And I'm very excited and very honored and pleased that this MATE ROV competition, that we played a role, maybe a small role in your mind, but we played a role in helping to prepare you for it. So it is really an honor to be in this company and to be with all of you. It's also an honor to have had the support and our partnership with Eastman and the Eastman Foundation. You know, ladies and gentlemen, they made this competition happen this year. I mean, it was a team effort. It was all hands on deck for them and for my friends from Visit Kingsport. Yeah, right? We would not have had 2019 without them. And so with that, I want to say thank you. And I would like to invite David Golden back up, Senior VP at Eastman and President of the Eastman Foundation.
Good evening. It seems just a couple of minutes ago we were here on a Thursday morning, and this whole event lay before us with all the excitement. And in certain respects, it seems a blink of an eye, and here we are. In other respects, it seems like about a year ago for some. And that's just the wonder of this competition. And just a couple of comments. First of all, my thanks to you. I've been able to walk through the pits and talk to many of you and take pictures with you. And this event would just not be the special thing that it is without you. And much like, have you ever been at a family event, you see family members that you haven't seen in years, and you come together for maybe a meal and a holiday, and then the time comes when that time is over and family begins to depart. And that's the feeling. Don't tell anybody I'm crying, okay?
I have a reputation in my company to uphold as a lawyer. And that's the feeling I have and the Eastman team has. We've been looking forward to this event for over a year. We were in Seattle taking notes about the things that we need to do, and it's just been a glorious experience for us. It's been a special event. Thank you so much. I love the fact that this competition is in water. Water is this giver of life. It protects us, but on a bad day, it's a horrible thing. It's challenging. It's filled with death. And I'm reminded of this poem. I promise not to recite it. It's called For Julia in the Deep Water. And it's a poem it's written by the father about his daughter Julia. She's taking swimming lessons. And the feeling that goes through his mind as he sees this swim teacher take his daughter to the deep end of the pool. And it's just this feeling of fear, knowing, however, that it's necessary to go to the deep end of the pool. And the last line in it is, I love the line, it says, "It is with real skill we live in what kills us." There's something profound in that. It's with real skill you compete in what kills you. It is with real skill that you're learning here and what got you here that you will thrive in this world that can be a harsh place and might otherwise kill us. It is with that talent that you're going to go forward. And I've had a number of people tell me the same thing, that they have a renewed view of hope of the world because of the experience of seeing and meeting and hearing from you. And so I leave you with this. I hope this is a memory that you have for the rest of your life of the immense capacity of what you can bring working together to change the world. I hope you see the diversity that's here today. And always remember, we live in one tribe in this world. And the more we can remember that, the more we will thrive in what kills us. Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity from MATE.
Perfect segue.
Eastman and the Eastman Foundation are really excited to be supporting the Marine Advanced Technology and Education underwater robotics competition.
We couldn't be more thrilled to be working with Eastman and the Eastman Foundation to really engage students in science, technology, engineering, and math, and provide them with opportunities like this to really apply what they're learning to solve real-world problems.
So Eastman and the Eastman Foundation support MATE, ROV, and a MATECenter because of their mission about developing students to focus on STEM careers.
The Eastman Foundation looks for a particular type of partner. We look for partners that are world-class, that know their space really well, that have a culture that can work with the Eastman culture. And in MATE and Jill Zandy, we absolutely have found that.
Awesome live stream team. Great. You all rock it out, right? It's like, don't look behind the curtain, but there they are. All right, so we're gonna get going, right? We're gonna start on these awards. And I would like to ask Mr. David Golden and Mr. Justin Manley and Mr. Rick Rudnick, our chief judges, if they would find their way over to, new word for me, the step and repeat. Step and repeat, yes, the photo backdrop. You always learn a new word here at these events. So they will, what we'll do, and those of you who have been with us before, when we call your own name, you'll proceed up this, oh, look at, we have an escort. Mr. Fritz Starr. well. Yes, thank you, Fritz, for emceeing this year. So you'll proceed up the steps, receive your prizes from Bryn and Eric, step across the stage and get your photo taken with these three wonderful gentlemen. So that's how we'll do it. And I would like to ask Mr. Matt Gardner, Competition Technical Manager, to join me. Perfect. We're going to split these awards here. I will do the subjective awards. Many of you know, hopefully you've looked on the website, but we have some subjective awards that we deliver first, and then we'll get into the awards that are point-based. So we'll start with the subjective awards. And we'll start with the Engineering MVP Awards. So those of you who might not be familiar with that, there were 8 engineering rooms. And in each of those rooms, we asked the judges to be on the lookout for one student, out of all the students that they would see go through that room, one student who really stood out as the stellar, wonderful example leader, that most valuable player, that MVP. So the judges put in their nominations, and we'll get going. I have to put my glasses on now. Oh, very good, I can see. All right, we'll start with Ranger. We are going to go through the rooms in no particular order. And if I can read my notes, I'll start with Ranger room. It was Salon B, for those of you in Salon B. The engineering MVP from that room comes from Ranger Team 39, Staples High School, and that's Daniel Westfall. Daniel Westfall. So the judges described Daniel as articulate, allowing people to talk, but supporting them when they needed help. So congratulations, Daniel. You are an engineering MVP. That might have been Salon C. And Salon B, we'll move on to that. It doesn't matter. This engineering MVP comes from Ranger Team 23, Alpena High School, Savannah Thompson. Savannah Thompson. The judges described Savannah as having professionalism and presence. And Savannah, I have a book to send to you about presence from Miss Amy Cuddy, who had the opportunity to meet when I was here for the IDEA Academy back in September. So I'm going to send you that book, Savannah. Congratulations. All right, in Ranger, this is the Washington room, and this individual comes from, I didn't note what Ranger team number, but it is with the PT STEM Club, the Sea Dragons, Miss Ella Ashford. So Ella's been on across this stage before last year for various awards, and the judges always comment on her leadership and the fact that she understood the issues, and she was definitely in command of the room and the presentation, and a great leader for her team. So congratulations, Ella. All right, now Salon D. I did write down the Ranger number this time. This individual comes from Ranger Team 35, O'Donnell High School, the CEO, Michael Chislett. Yes. So, Michael, the judges described you as enthusiastic, big time enthusiastic, and also a great leader. This leadership theme is certainly running through all of our engineering MVPs. So congratulations. And Matt is reminding me, yes, I should tell you what they won. So they all won a mouse pad, an RGB mouse pad and gaming mouse, courtesy of Jim McDonald, who is one of our safety judges and our repair station individuals and all around great mate supporters. So thank you for reminding me. All right, last but not least in the Ranger category, this is from the Hawkins Room, Ranger 21. The H2O bots, Miss Madison McEwen. So, Madison, the judges said you were motivated, dynamic, and you had that spirit, really high spirit, and again, a leader. So, congratulations. All right, so the Explorer MVPs, the Explorer rooms, there's just 3 of those rooms. We need to build our Explorer class. I will just say that, right? So if you have a college or university, or if you are a high school student who's about to graduate and go on to a college or university where they don't have a mate ROV competition team, I want to challenge you to create one, okay? That's your next year's challenge. All right, Explorer class. In the Scott room, we have, coming from Explorer 10, Eastern Edge Memorial University, Michaela Barnes. Congratulations, Michaela. So the judges commented that she got everyone involved and a natural leader. And again, leadership really comes out when we're describing our engineering MVPs. So you showcase that, Michaela, in your room and with your team. And she was way in the back, so she's taking a while. But she's not running. She's walking with purpose. Thank you. My favorite term, walking with purpose. I have to give a nod to one of your volunteers, Lisa Spence, at your Texas Regional, and I can't remember the gal's name. Susan Sinclair, but it was her relative, the younger, yes, who said walk with purpose. That's my favorite phrase. All right, moving on. The next Explorer class MVP comes from Explorer 5, the CFOX ROV team, the CEO, Miguel Bravo. Miguel Bravo. All right, so Miguel, the judges said that you were relaxed, but you had gentle control. I like that. Gentle control of the room and the team. Meaning you had gentle control of the judges as well. Mesmerized. You made everything click. That was what I have down in my notes, so congratulations. All right, the final Explorer MVP. Explorer comes from Explorer team number 15 from the University of Sheffield, Marwan Tahir. He is also in the back. He is also not running, but walking with purpose. And the comment here was that you knew everything. You knew everything about that vehicle. It was like you and the vehicle were one, but you were also very supportive and encouraging of your team members. So congratulations to all of our engineering MVPs. All right, so we are going to move on to our award that goes to a team. And it is an award that is sponsored and evaluated and provided by Oceaneering International. It's the Oceaneering Health, Safety, and Environmental, or HSE Award. And I'd like to invite up James Hartard and Gary Gibson to come up and, come on. And Patrick Rowe. I'm sorry, Patrick. You were sitting behind them. This is Oceaneering's award. I'm going to let them deliver it. Oh my God, Patrick Barrow. Lord. See, that's why I need Matt here, so I don't. Patrick Barrow. No one's knowing who's talking.
How y'all guys doing? Jill asked me to present to you guys what we have done at Oceaneering is we now have a registered apprentice program for ROV technicians coming into our business. So it's approved by the Department of Labor. We are certified in the state of Louisiana and also the state of Texas, but it can be picked up into other states and rolled out. So what you're doing for fun here can become a profession. Okay? Okay, our HSE award, what we do is we take all the JSCAs that come in and we review them, we score them out. We took the top ones, and then what we observe over the course of the last 3 or 4 days on how are you capable of doing what you say you're going to do. And, you know, we had definitely seen a big increase with the quality of the JSA, so that is improving. But the one thing that I would like to push to you guys is not only here, but when you go home, you're cutting the grass, you're washing the car, you know, put your glasses on because you know what? You only have a set, right? And they're gone, they're gone. so it means, all right. So anyway, the award this year goes to a Ranger team, and it is Ranger Team 29, the Center of Robotics and Robotics Center.
Thank you, Gary, for coming.
Okay.
Really appreciate
I'm happy to be here. Very happy. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, geez. And they're a larger team. Yes. Here we go. We have earthquakes in California, and I'm hoping that. Well, thank you, Oceaneering. They have supported that award and really have worked with us, worked with me and Matt and all of our team on developing the safety protocol. So it's not us, right? It's not Matt just trying to be mean or any of us trying to get back at you for something. It's really industry driven. So all of our safety information, all of the documentation, all the requirements, it really comes from industry to ensure a good, safe, wonderful competition and a good safety ethic. So when you go out and you get hired by Oceaneering or other companies, you bring that with you. Or when you're mowing your lawn in the backyard, right? Put your glasses on. All right, so the next award, another award that is sponsored and supported by someone who's very near and dear to the MATE ROV competition, the MATE family, and that is the Marty Klein MATE Mariner Award. So Marty Klein, I am imagining that you all had the opportunity to meet him because he made the rounds. That's what he loves to do when he comes to this competition, to see and be inspired by all of you. So Marty is amazing. He's an ocean technology pioneer. He is the father, the inventor of side scan sonar. I love his stories. I wish he would put them all into a book because it would be a bestseller. He's got such amazing sea stories, but they're amazingly true. And with that, I'd like to invite Marty to come over and present the award. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill, and thanks to all of you. This event is the high point of my year, and I feel that way again. I guess I've been with it just about since the beginning, and I'm so proud of all of you. just to get here, you're all winners, and I know what it takes to. I've done these kind of things myself, but I want to talk a little bit about a few things that I've been involved with. You folks probably failed a lot today. A connector broke, a housing flooded, a bearing fell off, propeller fell off, you banged into something, the TV didn't work. Failure is part of this endeavor. If you're going to build things in the ocean is a tough environment. And I failed a lot. People think I was an instant success. No, I've had my share. I've been out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean when a thing blew out or a motor stopped turning. And often we'd go around the clock, so it would always seem to happen at 4 in the morning. And they'd get me, and often I did these trips alone as a young engineer, and they'd haul you out of your bunk and say, hey, you designed this thing, it doesn't work, go fix it. And there'd be 50 people standing around you on this rolling deck, and you're seasick, and you're tired, and you're cold, but you gotta fix it. You can't say, I'm leaving now. And so I hope you'll all learn that you're gonna fail. Failure is a good thing. It's what you do after. Do you learn what I'm gonna do better next time? And I've had a very interesting career. I had the honor of working with some of the greats in oceanography. I've been at this, I started in 1961, so you can maybe do the math. Gee, I can't be that old. But my mentor was a man named Harold Edgerton, Dr. Harold Edgerton at MIT, and he started me in this work. He was one of the world's great scientists. He was known as the inventor of the strobe light, but he was also friends of Jacques Cousteau, the famous oceanographer, and he introduced me to Cousteau. And working in Doc's lab, I became his mentor, and I got to meet so many people over the years, people like Ed Land and Cousteau and Philippe Cousteau, Jacques' son, and Alicia Linder. You won't know all of these names, George Bass and Ed Link and Bob Ballard and many of the famous people in the field. I had a chance to work with them, and I kind of try to pay attention to what makes these people tick. What is it about them? How did they succeed? How did they be leaders? Some of it is learning to fail, but they had this passion for this field that I still have. I love working in the ocean. It's hard. Working on ships is hard. Working under tough conditions, working around the clock, working while you're seasick. It's hard. And I think Jill had this great quote recently. It's part of it, is that it's hard. So these people have this determination and passion. They don't get stopped by a glitch. The shipment is late, the cable broke, whatever it is. And so having worked with those people, I have my eye out when I'm here. I'm kind of looking myself. I'm looking out for the next, who's going to be the next Bob Ballard or the next Jacques Cousteau and the next Harold Edgerton. And I see it. I just have this excitement that some of you are going to go on and change the world. And so I've set up this award just to try to give back a little bit, to try to encourage people. I've set up this Marty Klein Mate Mariner Award. And one of the things it says on it, it's a mantra of mine, is always ask, how can we do this better? I'm kind of a tensional pain in the neck. Wherever I am in the world, I'm enjoying it, I'm having a good time, but I always am thinking, how can this be? I have got this microphone in my hand and I'm thinking, could I make a better one? So, and you guys all have a vehicle, and I'm thinking to myself, I hope when something fails, when you leave here, you're not going to forget. I mean, you'll have a good summer, and you should be thinking about whatever people your age think about, boys. boys, girls, whatever it is. But I hope you'll also be thinking, how can next year, how can I make that thing better? If my motors fail, how can I make them so they don't fail? And so I've established this award. One of the things I'm kind of pleased this year, I don't select the winner of the award. We have a judges committee, and we just had a great knockdown, drag-out meeting. And unfortunately, Leah is not here because she would be, she might be sitting on me and not letting me give this talk. When I was a student, I went to a trade school in Cambridge, a place called MIT, and I was shocked. There were only 8 women in my class, and that's always bothered me. Women, you know, I love women, and, but it's been, sorry, it's been discouraging. The world is still telling you you can't get paid as much, you can't do that, you're just a girl. And so I really love a thing about MATE. First, it's mostly run by an amazing women and a group of amazing women. So I'm very, very gratified that this year it happens that the winner of the award is a group called Girls in Engineering. Maybe you could come up here. They're from Granby High School in Norfolk, Virginia, and I'm very proud of them. So we're going to say hello and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Marty. Please make sure you go over and take a photo with them. Okay, congratulations, ladies. Yeah, yeah. That's one hard act to follow. Marty, don't forget about our date in the lazy river.
Don't tell them what you've been
No. Oh, all right. Okay. Anyhow, let's move on. Thank you, Marty. Marty is amazing and such a treasure, and we have been so fortunate. He has been involved since the very beginning, and we are so fortunate to have him as part of this team. And like he said, now, you know, he used to be in the engineering judging room, but now he really enjoys getting out there and interacting with all of you, and you inspire him. And like he said, he's looking for the next Bob Ballard and the next Jacques Cousteau. So it's really an honor for us to have him as part of this MATE community, this MATE family. All right, so I think this is a good time to give out our Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Challenge prizes. I know my friends from Microsoft are somewhere in the audience, and I would love for them to come up and join the gentleman to my left here in photos. And if you'd like to share anything or just have me, anybody inspired? No. So the Machine Learning Challenge, this was a partnership, as the Explorer class teams know, or hopefully know and appreciate. This was a new challenge for us, working in partnership with Microsoft and putting that out there. And as I said earlier at the opening, there were a number of teams, and it got down to 12, and not everybody advanced to the international, so it ended up being 5 teams, and they presented to Christopher and Bernd and Justin and Rick today, and I think Stephen also joined in, and it was a great first experience for us, right? This is the first time we did it, and I know I joined them after they had seen the presentations, and all of them are already thinking about ways that we can incorporate this for next year. So I think with confidence, I can say with confidence that there will be another Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Challenge, and next year it's likely that it will be incorporated into your missions itself. So thank you. All right, and we have got some pretty cool prizes for that. We have first, second, and third place. And I'm going to start with third place. In third place in the first inaugural Machine Learning Challenge is Eastern Edge, Memorial University Eastern Edge. So they are going to receive a GoPro Hero 7, very cool awards. We've got some cool awards thanks to Microsoft. And as they come up, I'm just going to go ahead and read second place winner, and you can follow along. Second place winner is Jesuit High School. Jesuit High School. Good job. And I want to say thank all of you for tackling this. I know you looked at it and you thought, oh my gosh, we have all these mission tasks to do that you put forward and challenged us with. And then on top of that, you're offering this other opportunity to participate in this other separate challenge, and it was a lot to incorporate. So I want to thank all of the teams that participated and took on the challenge and ended up here and presenting to this group. So second place is going to get a GoPro Hero 7 and a really heavy and awkward to ship back home 3D printer and filament. Yeah. As Bryn picks it up and tries to hand it off, right? Sorry, we just increased your shipping budget, sorry. All right, so first place, thank you to this team. They did, oh, wait, oh, geez. Well, there's a lot of people in Newfoundland. I think I say this every year. It's a good time to go to St. John's because the city has cleaned out. They're here, right? Majority of them are here. There you go. Azure. I'm going to have to work on that. Congratulations. You third place team, second place team coming down. All right. So after a brief pause, the first place team, the winner of the inaugural Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Challenge is MIA. Congratulations. They're from Egypt, from Alexandria University. They always have, congratulations, you all. That was awesome. So they are also getting a Hero GoPro 7. That really wonderful and really heavy and costly to ship 3D printer and filament. And top prize, they get a Surface Go. A Surface, I know, whoa, let's do the collective. Ooh. Ooh. It's a Go, not a Pro. Let's be. We had a lot of back and forth jokes about that, but congratulations. Good job. I know they had a difficult route here with planes, trains, and automobiles, and ROVs getting hung up in customs, but they definitely got it together and performed well. So great job, team. And thank you, Microsoft, for working with us on this and sponsoring this. And really, you know, it's interesting because you think about our competition, right? It's the ROV has a tether, right? There are other competitions that focus on autonomous vehicles, but ours is going to have a tether, right? We respect those other competitions that have severed the tether and are completely autonomous. So for us, the challenge is to look at ways to bring in the programming, right? To bring in the coding and partnerships with organizations like Microsoft that's helping us to do that. So thank you again. All right, so now we're gonna move on. Just let me get organized a second. And I neglected to mention, in addition to Marty's wonderful tales and medals that are adorning those wonderful women from Girls in Engineering, I will be sharing a $1,000 check with your team. So that's courtesy of Marty. So I apologize for not I apologize that I neglected to mention that, but that is part of your award. Yeah, thumbs up. It's okay. You forgot. At least you remembered, right? That's your. All right, so the Flying Fish Award, another of our subjective awards. This award was established by underwater technology pioneer Chris Nicholson. And we lost Chris several years back, but he had a real passion, like Marty and like many of the others that you'll hear about, and many of the others in this room. And he established this award. If you remember, Evan Franks was one of is one of our judges. He comes every year. His son is graduating from university, so he's not with us. But Evan would tell these stories about Chris and his motivation for establishing this. But this award recognizes one individual's innovation and ingenuity. You know, the next Chris Nicholson, if you want to think about that. So the judges, we hashed it out and battled it out and took votes. And the winner of this year's Flying Fish Award is also from Team MIA, and that is Rowan Hisham. Don't even go there. My colleagues from the Egyptian regional are giving me a hard time with that pronunciation, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did? Oh, good, I got it right. Yay. Just took a little bit. So she is going to she'll get a wonderful certificate, but for the Flying Fish Award, she's going to receive mentoring by Evan Franks. And I mentioned Evan, a judge here. He's an ocean technologist. He is a STEM crusader. And Evan will be in touch with you, will share contact information, and he will take her under his wing of the Flying Fish and offer his assistance with networking, connecting with employers, and experiencing ocean technology facilities such as Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. So on your next trip over, you'll have to make your way to visit with Evan. All right, so this next award is the Martin Bowen Memorial Inspiration for Future Engineers Award. And Martin Bowen was an ROV pilot and technician. He worked at Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. And what he is most known for is he is the first individual, the first ROV pilot to explore the Titanic, the wreckage of the Titanic, and fly an ROV down the grand staircase, all while sitting confined in the 6 feet in diameter sphere of the submersible Alvin. So amazing individual, piloting spatial awareness. That was what distinguished Martin from so many other people. So this award is given to, it can be an individual, it can be a team, but it really focuses on the piloting kind of deck operations and deck communications and how they manage things during their mission run. So after deliberation, this year's Martin Bowen Award goes to Ranger Team 15 CAMS, California Academy of Math and Science. So this team, the pilot was amazing, and he led the team, and he was completely in control. But the other comments that we got from the judges, it was really the whole entire team. It was a well-orchestrated team, and I think one of the judges said they could have been dancers since they flowed so marvelously together on the pool deck in the small space of the mission station. So congratulations, CAMS. So similar to Flying Fish, this award has evolved into a mentoring award. And this time the mentoring comes from none other than our chief judge, Justin Manley. He will share his salty sea stories, maybe not as salty as Marty's, we'll see. And he will help pilot this team, pilot them on their career in the right direction, and share all of the tales of ocean pioneers who, like Martin Bowen, pushed the envelope of technology to explore and discover the deep. So Justin will hand out his business card after to the CAMS team, and he will be a great assistant. So thank you for offering that, Justin, and congratulations to the team. All right, the next award is the Grover Award. How do we say it? Little G, big R, big O, big V, little E, little R award. And this award is in honor of Crockett Wise. He's the founder and team leader for Team Orlando Robotics Club, or TORC. Crockett was an amazing young man, a great leader of his team, and more than that, he was a really caring, wonderful individual who would be there on the pool deck and see another team in trouble and reach out to help them. We all remember stories of Crockett ripping the thrusters off of his team's vehicle, passing them on to another team who was having trouble so they could compete, and then having just a few minutes to get them back on their vehicle so they could do their second mission run. But that's what Crockett was all about. He also provided technical assistance to the Florida Regional and helped us at the MATE International for a number of years. So this is an award that really demonstrates and really speaks to Crockett and his kindness and his compassion and his help and assistance to other teams. So this particular award, it can go to an individual or a team. And this year it happens to be going to an individual from Ranger Team 20, SEAL Robotics, Marissa Maynard. For her exceptional assistance to other teams and even MATE competition staff, from what I heard. Really, she's receiving this award, but it's really a testament to the entire team. So thank you and congratulations. So she will receive a $125 check or Visa card that's sponsored by Crockett Memorial Challenge Fund, and that's our Crockett's parents who fund that. So congratulations again. All right. Moving on, I have to flip a number of pages here. Thanks for bearing with me. Guts and Glory. Guts and Glory, I mentioned that at the beginning of all this, and that's presented to teams in each competition class, one team in each competition class, so one Ranger winner, one Explorer winner, and it's for teams who overcame hardships with determination and resolve, and stick-to-itiveness and teamwork and good spirits, well, even if they had to fake it, right? All right, so in the Ranger category, I'll read that first. The award goes to Ranger Team 8, Glacier High School Altum Operations. And as they make their way up, I'm going to do Explorer Team 13, Newcastle University, new ROVers. So congratulations. The judges all commented on, yes, you faced hardships. Many times you kept at it. You were encouraged and enthused and so excited and happy when things ended up working, and you kept your spirits up. So congratulations to those teams. They're going to receive, this is pretty cool, Blue Robotics is one of our competition sponsors and supporters, and each of these teams gets a $500 gift certificate to Blue Robotics. For parts and pieces, they will receive, each of these teams, a $125 Amazon gift card, courtesy of the Marine Technology Society's Washington, D.C. section. Give it up for MTS. And courtesy of the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, right up the road from where MATE ROV competition headquarters is located, they will receive a MATECenter, a hands-on primer for monitoring the real world. So thank you to those sponsors and congratulations to those teams. All right, so next on the list is the Aloha Team Spirit Award. You can imagine some of these awards. The Amazon gift card that goes along with the Aloha Team Spirit Award is sponsored by the Marine Technology Society's Hawaii section. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. So the Aloha Team Spirit Award is awarded to teams that show enthusiasm, encouragement. They really had their spirits up no matter what they faced. So in the Ranger class, the Ranger winner is Ranger Team 21 from North Broward Prep, the H2O bots. And you know, the judges, right, we have deliberations and they give examples. And the one thing that I took away from our conversations was they had a good time and had spirit making safety fun. Making safety fun. So great job, ladies. All right, so in addition to the gift card from MTS Hawaii, they are going to receive a certificate, and also from the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, they are receiving a book, Arduino for Beginners. So hopefully continue them on and encourage and support their programming, development of their programming skills. Okay, in the Explorer class category, this Aloha Team Spirit goes to Explorer 21, URI Hydrobotics. Congratulations. And this was great because the judges. You're the best, Jill. Thank you. Thank you, Jackson Sugar. That's his name. So this team was really relaxed. And this is the best quote. Thank you, URI, for the quote that I will use from in many, many instances from now on. They're really relaxed because, as they told the judges, you can't have 2 high-stress moments in one day. So one mission run, high stress, the next, you can't do it, right? You just can't do it. It's not going to happen. So congratulations to those teams, and thanks for that quote. I absolutely love it, and we'll be using it. All right, the next award is the Design Elegance Award. It's for the vehicle in both categories that incorporates aesthetics, simplicity, and functionality into its design. So in the Ranger category, Design Elegance, this goes to Ranger Team 23, Alpena High School, UR2. Congratulations. So the comments, I am sure, you know, this is, the judges meeting is going on, and I'm trying to pay attention and write things down and capture notes, and I hope I get this right. The judges really liked the laser on the shark head. Did I get that right or close enough? The laser on the shark head? Close enough, right? Okay, good. So congratulations, wonderful design. Laser on the shark head. All right, so for the Explorer Design Elegance Award, this is going to go to Explorer Team 14, Case Western University. So for Case Western, the judges were really impressed with your fabulous aesthetics and also your good systems engineering, all around slick vehicle. So congratulations on the way that you approach the problem and you put it all together. So great job, and again, congratulations. So these folks in the Design Elegance Award category, they will get a certificate. They are receiving a $100 Amazon gift card sponsored by the Marine Technology Society's Gulf Coast section, and a very long time supporter that Gulf Coast section is. And they're also going to get a book sponsored by the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, Motors for Makers. One of them will get Motors for Makers, and another will get Make Sensors. So thank you to our sponsors, and congratulations again to the teams. Yeah, it's a plasma. All right, so next on the list is the Safety Conscious Award. So this is slightly different than the Oceaneering Award. It is of the same mind the same vein, looking out for teams that, as my dad would say, as he loved to say, and Lisa Bradshaw loves to say too, where's Lisa? Somewhere. Lisa, we know this, right? My dad loved to say it. If you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk, right? You got to talk the talk and walk the walk. You can write all you want about safety, but if you don't do it, if you don't showcase it, if you don't make it a part of what you actually do and carry out, it doesn't matter. So with that, the Safety Conscious Award in the Ranger category, this is going to go to Ranger Team 32, the American School of Bombay, the Manta Rays. This is a first-time team, so we had a regional in India this year. Thank you, Indian regional coordinators, for putting that on. First time and first-time winners. So hopefully I'll get this one right. So the judges really loved the app that you developed and incorporated into your safety protocol. There's an app for that, right? And to quote James Hotard from Oceaneering, it's something he could implement right now, offshore right now. So good job. And I think maybe the oldest is 14. 14. How old is the youngest? 11. So on the Explorer side of the house, the Safety Conscious Award goes to Explorer Team 7, Texotic, from the University in Monterey. Where are you, Team Texotic? Monterey, Mexico, I should have clarified that. So both of our Safety Conscious winners get a certificate, and they actually get a $100 Amazon gift card courtesy of Stephen and Lisa Bradshaw, because we talk the talk and walk the walk. And courtesy of the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, they're both getting Motors for Makers, a guide to steppers, servos, and other electrical machines. So congratulations, and thank you for talking the talk and walking the walk, both of these teams. All right, so the last of the subjective awards is the Harry Bohm Jill Zandy Sharkpedo Award for innovation and originality and thinking outside of the box. So Harry Bohm, I know a number of you have met him. He was there last year in the Pacific Northwest at the international competition. Harry is an amazing man. He was a co-author of that little yellow book, How to Build Your Own Underwater Robot and Other Wet Projects. And that is really what got the MATECenter started back in 1999. Oh my God, none of those kids on that team were born. Got us started in ROV education, and Harry went on to work with two other authors, Vicki Jensen and Steve Moore, to write the MATE textbook, Underwater Robotics, Science, Design, and Fabrication. And an amazing individual, but Harry is and always will be a really big fan of the KISS principle, which we define, Marty, as keep it simple students. So, right? Marty and I always discuss the KISS principle. So we came up with that, us being students. So in the Ranger class category, the Sharkpedo Award goes to this would be in the Ranger class category. It goes to Mountain Oaks School EOOSRC. Because none of us want to try to remember, Matt, they're one of our regional teams. Congratulations. And I will tell you, you all gave Matt a lot of angst with the long name of your team. And I heard it's being retired and there'll be a different team name next year. So Matt's given a little jump back there of happiness. But congratulations, amazing vehicle. And the reason for this, the judges described, they loved your micro ROV, your soup can micro ROV that had some success too, right? You might want to get some sponsorship from Campbell's. Was it a Campbell's soup can? Where's your mentors? Think about it, right? Take a picture of that. Congratulations. In the spirit of this award, Harry Bohm, channeling him. Thank you so much. All right, on the Explorer side of the house, this team who is being awarded the Sharkpedo Award, it is Fish Logic from Macau Anglican College. They're a big team, walking with purpose. So the comment about this team was that they developed their image recognition software for the task of identifying the benthic species, but then they used it to take the measurements, the dimensions of the cannon. And so they used it for a different application than what we had specified or challenged them to do. So we thought that was really original, and you built it for one thing, you might as well apply it to solving another one of the challenges that we gave you. So congratulations and good job on that. So the teams that win the Sharkpedo Award, they are going to get a really cool trophy, right? You can see their cool trophy in the photos over there. A certificate, they are going to receive a $50 Amazon gift card sponsored by the Marine Technology Society's Monterey Bay section. And again, from the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, Raspberry Pi 3, and from Harry Bohm. Harry sent, oh my gosh, I think more Raspberry Pi, great things, great kits that they can incorporate it into future ROVs. So thank you, Harry. Thank you, Mbari, and congratulations again to those teams. All right, so now we are going to move on to the awards that are based on points. So we're done with our subjective awards, and we're moving on to the awards based on points. And Matt is going to help me with this. We're going to tag team this. Matt's going to take over and do the awards based on points. So welcome, Competition Technical Manager Matt Gardner.
And Fritz Starr wanted to remind me, hopefully you see your great little walls up here. And please come get them and take them with you if you want them.
Please.
Please. Okay, so we are going to start with the best product demonstration score based on mission performance of the competition challenge. We're going to start with Ranger class, and that is Ranger 14, Aptos High School, SEAL Team Scalar.
Do you know what their points were?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that is at 295 points. If they would have got that one marker in that square, they would have had a time bonus.
Fritz, they need your assistance. Wave to them. Fritz is falling down on the job over there.
I don't
And
know.
so we're gonna be like the
Push me out of the way.
Tom and Jerry show, maybe. So these folks, for their top product demonstration scores, they are going to get a $50 Amazon card sponsored by the Marine Technology Society's Florida section. Courtesy, I know, really, it's shaky. Courtesy of the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, they've got some great prizes, great cool boards that they can incorporate into a future ROV. And they are also going to receive a 1-year subscription to either Nuts and Bolts or Servo magazine, depending on what envelope they grab when they came across.
And then in the Explorer class, the best product demonstration, Explorer 6, AAS, TMT, Invictus.
What was their total? Do you know?
What?
Do you know their total?
I don't.
What was their total points? Do you know? 170.
170 points.
Excellent.
Excellent job.
Good job. Walking with purpose.
Do you want me to start the next? It'll
Wait till
take me.
they
Okay.
walk. Good job. Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to shake some hands.
Yeah,
Why
you
not?
can
I'm
shake
here.
hands.
Oh, thank you. Oh, cool. Thanks. Thank you. Good job. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to engineering presentation based on engineering interview evaluation scores. We'll start with the Ranger class. Ranger 42, North Paulding High School. And, you want to do it or not?
Go ahead.
And in the Explorer class, Explorer 23, HKUST Epoxy.
We're going to get a backup. Congratulations. All right, so these teams who took top honors in engineering presentation, they get a trophy, they get a $100 Visa card or check, if they would like that. Sponsored by Teledyne Marine, thank you Teledyne, and a 1-year subscription to Servo magazine. So thank you Nuts and Bolts and Servo for sending those along. Don't forget drum roll.
Yeah. Oh, they're leaving. Okay, wait.
We have a lot of big teams here. We have a backup. I feel like I'm on the LA freeway, right? And Good job. Wow.
Someone grab that.
There is, I didn't realize that you all, how many team members total? Sorry, I didn't count. 22? 18. Okay. There's a backup. Congratulations, Tim and the team. Excellent. Yeah.
Thank you.
We have some pretty big teams this year. I'm amazed. I mean, I know we have smaller teams like the team from.
And we had to fit them all under small tents.
And we had to fit you all under small tents. Yes. So amazing, wonderful, engaging more students.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay, we are going to move on to marketing display based on the poster evaluation score.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol. Head judge of posters, marketing display. And in Ranger class, with the best marketing display, Ranger 14, Aptos High School, SEAL Team Scalar. I'm going to do them real quick.
Maybe let me read because there's a backup.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about what these top winners of the marketing display are going to get. They're going to get a trophy, a $100 Visa card or check, sponsored by Teledyne Marine. Thank you again, Teledyne. Courtesy of the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, they are going to get programming Arduino, getting started with sketches. I don't know if these teams, they might pass that down to some others because I'm not sure that they'll need that. They're so successful. And they also get a I'm sorry. These teams, the poster displays, so I'm looking for my folks from Newfoundland and Labrador to give me the nod, that these teams' poster displays will be included in a future issue of the Journal of Ocean Technology. Yes? Yes. All right. Okay. So what's amazing about that, we appreciate the Marine Institute and Memorial University for offering that up because it's amazing that these students will now be published in a professional journal. So what an amazing thing they can put on their resume, and it's going to get circulated to the readership. So again, thank you for that. I always forget to ask you until I'm up here. I kind of assume that. So thank you for backing me up and making that happen.
And then in the Explorer class, best marketing display, Explorer 10, Memorial University, Eastern Edge Robotics.
Yeah, right. Congratulations. No, walk with purpose. Walk with purpose. It is totally a traffic jam back there. Hey, great job. It'll make it easy. You can just walk down to Dawn Roche's office and give her your files, right, for publication in that journal. You did a great job. Again, always a good time to go to Newfoundland in June when it's a little more vacant. Woo. All right, Matthew, come on over.
Can't get through the line.
There's a lot of traffic going on.
Okay, now moving on to technical documentation based on the report evaluation score. Again, we're going to start with Ranger, and that's going to be Ranger 37 Husky Explorer Mount Pearl Senior High School.
Were they our wild card team?
No. You want me to wait up front?
No, go ahead.
And in the Explorer class, Jesuit High School Robotics.
Congratulations. All right, so the technical documentation winners, they get a trophy, they get a $100 Visa card or check, sponsored by Teledyne Marine. Again, thank you, Teledyne. A 1-year subscription to Servo or Nuts and Bolts magazine, depending on what envelope they chose. And they get some additional interesting books and projects from the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute. We appreciate Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute. It's just up the road from where we're headquartered in Monterey, and they have been a fantastic support and resource for us. And so if you ever have an opportunity to visit us in Monterey, 2 things you should see are the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and if you let us know in advance, we will work to get you a tour of the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute. And if their vessels are in, their ROVs are in, you'll get a chance to see that. It's an amazing facility, and the engineers there and the pilots and technicians of their ROVs are amazingly supportive. So shout out to them. I don't know if they're watching on the live stream, but I'll give them a shout out. And a backup. All right. Now for the exciting stuff. 3, 2, 1.
And you want me to just one at a time for these, I think, or?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so again, we are going to start with Ranger class, 3rd place overall, and that's going to be Ranger 15 CAMS 45C Robotics, California Academy of Math and Science.
CAMS, we're excited to have you back, right? It's been a few years. No, you were here last year? Where was I? Happy to have you back in the top 3. Let me cover for myself. Good job. From our California, our Southern California regional. Good job. Good job, excellent. All right.
Wait till we get rid of some traffic.
Now it really is. They're relating to this because they live in LA, so they're kind of relating to the traffic. There we go.
And for Explorer class 3rd place, before they go too far, Explorer 9 Jesuit High School Robotics.
Come on, Fred.
I tried to get them before they got back there. but-
Congratulations. I'll shake your hand. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Great job. Good to see you back in the top 3 there. Good to see. Oh my God. Big team. Big team. Big team. Big team. Good job. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Ooh, firm handshake. Congratulations. 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 Wow, so this team, I have to say, Jesuit High School, they've been competing for a long time. Jay, how long has it? Since 13 years. And like several other teams that have a long history with the competition, they have a great program and a great succession plan for bringing on new students, passing on the institutional knowledge, bringing up a new CEO. So that, I think that shows and really, you know, their success speaks to that. So congratulations, Jesuit High School. Oh, should I read what they get? I totally forgot to read what they're getting. So, a trophy. They are getting, courtesy of Blue Robotics, thank you, Adam and James from Blue Robotics, a $500 gift certificate. They are going to get a $250 Visa card or check, sponsored by Teledyne Marine, and courtesy of the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, some Arduino materials to play around with. So I apologize, I forgot to mention that.
Okay, moving on to second place in the Ranger class. Ranger 29, the Center for Robotics Development, RoboCenter.
Is it the same as Explore what they want, or?
Yes. Yeah, oh, great. Oh, woo! Congratulations. 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 All right. Moving on.
Okay, second place in Explorer class. Explorer 6, AASTMT Invictus.
You want to talk about what they won?
I messed up the last time.
Okay, well, no one's really gonna...
No. So here come those mentors of this team from AASTMT to join them. And we should have welcomed mentors to the stage, right? I think a few came up, and I apologize that we didn't do that, because you are part of this team. You have put your blood, sweat, and tears into it as well, and you should come up and walk across the stage and be recognized. So congratulations to our second place winners. Trophies, certificates, cash prizes, things from the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, books and other materials that they can use and incorporate into their future robots. So congratulations. I'm messing up all over.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right, drum rolls.
Yep. So now what we're here for, first place overall winner in the Ranger class. Let's get a drum roll going.
Say it with spirit, Matt. Woo!
Ranger 14, Aptos High School, SEAL Team Scalar.
Where's Mom? Come on, Mom. Good job. Excellent, excellent performance. 5 points shy of a perfect score in the water. Amazing. Good job. Congratulations.
Good job.
And where's Victor? You couldn't get Mom to come up here with you? Congratulations. So our first place winners, they are both, I'll just say it now, both are going to receive a 1-year membership. All the students and the mentors will receive 1-year memberships to the Marine Technology Society, a fantastic supporter, a founder of the MATE ROV competition. $500 Visa cards or check, courtesy of Teledyne Marine. $1,000 gift certificate from Blue Robotics, and more great, fantastic prizes from the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, some Arduinos, some books, really fantastic stuff to incorporate in future vehicles.
Okay, for Explorer class, we'll start that drum roll again. And the overall winner of the 2019 Explorer class, Explorer 23, Hong Kong University of Science and Technology.
Congratulations. Matt pointed out that we should have really presented both the Aptos High School team and HKUST as the world champions, right? Because that's what that is. That's what this is. We're having some tears. We needed a box of Kleenex up here. Congratulations. Really well done. No. So we'll give them their due, and if you'll indulge me, I know we're running a little bit behind, but if you will, when they take their seats, indulge me in some time and a few moments to say some words of thanks. If you could do that, I would so appreciate it. God, the photographer gets an amazing amount of credit for orchestrating all the photos and getting everyone to sit. I'm going to do the You know what, just hand them. Yeah, just hand them. All right, excellent. And thank you. I thought that was a really great amount of respect and professionalism for standing, getting us all started and standing up, Jesuit. So thank you for doing that. All right, so again, if you will indulge me, congratulations to all the teams. And I should have said this at the very beginning, and you've heard it, but we mean it. You are all winners and champions for being here. It took a lot to get here. It took a lot to get through all that you did. And so please feel, you should feel, and please do feel amazingly proud of your accomplishments. And I hope you learned a lot and remembered the experience, the journey, the networking, the friends, and the community here in Kingsport. So again, just indulge me for a few minutes. So you know, in life, and some of you are young and maybe not have experienced all this, but you know, sometimes things and people come into your life when you most need them. And I remember when I was 20. When I was 20, I lost my mom to breast cancer, and it was a really hard time for me. I was a junior at Penn State. And during my senior year, a professor, Chuck Richards, came. He was a brand new professor, UC Santa Barbara, and he needed students to work in his lab and run his lab, and we all volunteered. And he trained me in electron microscopy, and he introduced me to the world of deep sea hydrothermal vents and hydrocarbon seeps, and put me on my path to a career in marine science, and which eventually brought me here. And so even though my mom was gone, I felt like she was looking out for me, because she brought me someone at that time when I needed someone. And those of you may remember, lost my dad on Labor Day, September of 2017. And, we had a conversation shortly before he died, and he said, Jill, you work too hard. You really work too hard. And, I lost him, but it's kind of ironic. A man who's saying, I work too hard, died on Labor Day, and that was really speak to his work ethic. But, I know he's looking out for me and has been, because he brought me and he brought this competition program, the wonderful people from Eastman and Streamworks and Visit Kingsport. So I would like David and CG and Pincha, and I would like Dennis, and I would like Lara to please come up here, please. So on behalf of the MATE2 organization, the MATE ROV competition, I just want to thank you for all that you've done for us, for our program, for this organization, and for all of these students here. You made us welcome. We want to welcome you to the MATE community. And, they said, what does Tony Bennett say? I left my heart in San Francisco. Well, I might be leaving it in Kingsport. And so, what can we do to thank you? We have a small token for how we view your beautiful region, or how Miss Timmy Sinclair, who painted these wonderful portraits behind you, paintings behind you, viewed your region. And so we have some for each of you, and some for you to take back to your colleagues and people that you work with. So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Just thought Bryn was going to stay in Kingsport and be part of the team. Anyway, thank you for indulging me in that. And I would also, now I would like to thank my team, right? All of you know there is no I in team. Yes, that sounds real trite, but you know this well, right? You know this well. Where would you be, team members? Where would the pilot be without the tether manager? Where would the CEO be without the CFO and the design innovator and the marketing specialist? And and where would you be without those team members and those people that really pick you up when you're down, right? Because sometimes we can get down when we have failures, and those people that really buoy you up when you've sunk down deep. And where would you be, right, with all of those team members and people to support you? And I'll tell you, I know where I'd be. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here in front of you if I didn't have a wonderful team of individuals who support me. And David has been bragging about some accolades, recent accolades that I had. And I've really been blessed for those honors, but it's not about me, right? They're not giving it to me. They're giving it to this team of individuals who I have the great fortune to have their fellowship. Matt and I and Deidre, we were at the president of Monterey Peninsula College, which is where we're headquartered. There was a celebration for him because he's moving on to a new position, and I loved that he used that term. What a humble way to describe it. He didn't say, I'm your leader and it's worth it and I'm supposed to be here and I deserve to be here. He rather put it in the way that he looked at all of us who are at the college and he said, I'm proud to be deserving of your fellowship. And I thought that was really a wonderful, humble way to put it. And I wanted to share that with you because I'm really honored to be deserving of the fellowship of the individuals that I work with. So I'm going to start with the folks from the live stream team. I don't want you to come up, right? I want you to keep doing what you're doing back there. Patrick and Mike and Juliana and Jonah and David and Lynn and all of the people that help us to get what we're doing here out to the rest of the world. I want to thank you for supporting that. And now if I can have some folks come up, I'll try to make this quick. Sorry. I would like Scott Frazier and Debbie Kill and Carol Rivera and Jesse Jackson and Fritz Starr and Justin Manley and Rick Rudnick and Eric Baker, who's already here. And I'd even like Stephen and Lisa Bradshaw, if you can do it, to come up here. Now, these are the folks, and I want to tell you, I'm starting with these wonderful folks, and even the live stream, these are all volunteers, folks. They don't get paid to do this. These are all volunteers. Oh. You know, I said at the judges' soiree that a lot of these folks, they plan their vacations around the competition, and Lisa and Stephen kind of planned the birth of their baby around this, although it's getting pretty close. And so I want to thank and acknowledge them and thank Visit Kingsport for helping me to give them a little something to remember this place and thank them with. So round of applause for this fantastic team. They have name tags on them, and we'll sort it out later. So last but not least, I would like Ms. Timmy Sinclair to come up, and Mr. Matt Gardner, who's already here. And I know Bryn is back there too, and I want to thank, when you get Timmy, you get her beautiful, wonderful daughter, Bryn, who is an amazing young lady, and I'm so thankful because she comes and she volunteers every year and makes things happen. So thank you, Bryn, for being amazing, and I know you have great things in front of you. So, Timmy and Matt, come over here, because when we talk about, paid people, paid competition staff, you're looking at us. I mean, you are looking at us. This is it for the people that are paid to run the competition. And oh, thank you. Oh. So I want to tell you that these two individuals, when we started this nonprofit and working on it, and I took on the directorship and the presidency of the nonprofit, these two individuals took on a lot. They took on a lot. They took a lot of additional roles on their plate without additional pay. And I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart. And I know that they are going to be with me and with all of us to carry this organization and this program to the future. So thank you both. And Matt was hinting that he needed a new backpack, and now he's got one. So thank you. Thanks, Matt. And this is for you too. A little extra gift, Old Faithful. So, again, thank you for indulging me. I know we've run way over. Next year, we've said it, we don't know where we're gonna be, but I can tell you with the confidence have the confidence that your position calls for. I can tell you with the confidence that we will have an ROV competition. So I want you all to go back. I want you to head home. I want you to be safe. I want you to keep brainstorming, keep innovating, keep being creative, keep empowering other people, keep mentoring, keep growing, keep learning, because we will be somewhere in June of next year. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your talents. Thank you for being part of the MATE community.
And let's thank Jill for being our leader.
Give you a hug.